Everything is delayed. Today I got another person messaging me on Facebook, with what appeared to be one question that stretched out into all of her life's problems in one message. Apparently for me to fix. I fixed it all right. I shut off Messenger and put my Facebook account in temporary oblivion. I want to tell you guys that if you have to message me, or you want anything channeled for you, you are missing the entire point of these videos and Ivo's channelings. The point is, you do it yourselves. If you're not prepared to do the work on yourself, then please unfollow this channel and allow someone else who would be prepared to do their inner work to have one of the few spots YouTube actually will broadcast this message to. This is your journey. Your life always has been your journey. And it's for you to do the work on yourself. You all want soul connection but don't seem to realize that the minute you start examining your earthly personality, you are in your soul and you've made the connection you're seeking. Who else can examine your ego but another higher aspect of yourself, which is your soul? I will tell you right now, there is enough information out here on the internet, and in books, to teach you how to contact your higher self and to obtain contact with your extraterrestrial guides. You don't need a teacher, you need to teach yourself. All it takes is the willingness to try. The higher I climb in frequency, the more I realize I'm losing followers. Maybe I'm gaining new ones, who knows? But the fact is I'm not really concerned. Our message is becoming specific to those people who are willing to do the work to follow us, and of less use to those who won't. Those people can sit and wait for Mr. T to take his position back at the White House, and go through the collective dark night of the soul that has been foisted upon those who refuse to do the inner work. And may God help you. You're in for a rough ride. Ivo's primary mandate is to help activate light workers in their roles, and we've done that. We have a whole website and many books of information to help you understand what's going on with the GFL, what your role is in it, and who you are as a light worker. We have constantly hammered at the system and your belief in it as being the reason you are disempowered, and taught you how to perceive life in order to take your power back. Then there are those of you who email me for specific information of either personal interest or perhaps something you'd like to pass on to others. As I said, everything is on our website. I have forgotten half of what I posted up there, and so if you read it, you'll know more than I remember. If it's not on there, I don't know, maybe another channeler will. Again, there is rhyme and reason to what I do. I channel masters, but they tend to be of the same rays that I am, Blu-ray or of the violet flame, such as Ivo, El Moria, Ashtar, Michael and Saint Germaine. The other ones don't appeal to me as much because they're not as pertinent to what I am to provide here on earth. That includes Jesus, Ananda. He does, however, align very much with Tina Louise Spalding, who is a very credible channeler. I keep hammering away at the disempowerment of humanity, and that aligns with my being a Blu-ray. Blu-rays are the power of God incarnate. Why am I so disinclined to help people through answering their questions? Let me tell you. Ivo and I have global exposure. There are probably people in every English-speaking country that know who we are. If I were to answer everybody's questions, I wouldn't have time to do anything else. Which brings me to the point of this video: we're late. Events that were intended to put ET feet on the ground and that were intended to facilitate Ivo's landing have been delayed by about 3 years. I was told to start packing about 3 years ago, and this again, was a false alarm. I'm hoping this time is not. Mr. T is supposed to be releasing the Saint Germain funds after March, and presumably the rest of Tier 4B project monies will be released at the same time as our economic system switches to the QFS, Quantum Financial System, a financial system running off a quantum computer aboard the New Jerusalem, Ashtar Sheran's mothership flying somewhere between here and the sun, which is unhackable by the deep state. One clue: your project monies will be released to you at the same time that your project will impact Earth the most. If you find your release delayed, it's because the right time for your projects hasn't been reached yet. We are on a path of finding and grounding the truth on this planet, and it's all a process that won't happen in one fell swoop. Some 4Bs already have their money and are off doing their project work. This is because of the nature of their work, their frequency, and perhaps their age is a factor as well. Every time Mr. T finds another trader, it delays the entire process for all of us. He wants all cabal to be eliminated. If they should find any of the gold bullion, this will also delay the release of the Saint Germain funds like it did at 9/11, just a hint, I don't think it's on Earth. If the cabal continues to threaten us with nukes, this will also delay the release of these prosperity funds. So we're sitting here waiting again. Still. And remember, that is the goal of the cabal, to delay the implementation of the new QFS system because it automatically dooms their fiat financial system to the dust pile. So those of us who were the first ones to 5D, the ones who carried the energies for the rest of this planet, are beyond tired. We're bloody exhausted. We were supposed to get the help we needed at least 3 years ago, but it hasn't happened. If there is no money as of April this year, then I will be forced to do something to cut this service back even more, because I cannot do this all on my own like I have been, with adrenals functioning at 38%. Addison's disease is 20%. This 2/3 dead body is carrying a soul with far more energy that can't be manifested in her body on the planet because she's been working her tail off for far longer than she was intended to. Changing this carbon-based body into a crystalline one has taken a lot of work, never mind transmuting the negative energies produced by others on this planet, and then channeling daily to get messages out. Plus just getting older. I'm flattered you guys think I'm the voice of truth, so you need to ask me, but really, you need to learn how to discern what's true for yourself. And one clue to start you off: stop lying. Only a liar can't discern the truth in others. Leave the system because it's one big lie. In an effort to make your inward journey more enlightening, I have put up a few new pages on our website. One is a list of 365 disempowering behaviors that people indulge in, and these are behaviors you learned in the Matrix, that are not practiced by ETS or higher dimensionals. You might want to have a look at them. I am writing a document about how to access your telepathic powers, and it's come to my attention that some think that it's fairly easy to do. For some it is, it seems to come naturally. Those who are twins, triplets, or come from families who are artistic or who practice spirituality as a way of life, have a much easier time of it than others. For obvious reasons. Artists use their intuitive side to sculpt, paint, and draw. Twins are telepathic from birth and continue to be that way through life. I am from an artistic family. The rest of the people lose it because they focus on things like math, science, and gym, which have nothing to do with the intuition. They focus on using the intellect, which is by design. Because you've been using your lower mind to run your life, your intuitional abilities have atrophied. It takes a lot of meditation and work to be able to use this side of your brain again, and it takes time. The other thing people do is try to force it. That doesn't work. You have to blank your mind and allow whatever to come up. You will have no conscious control, at first, of what comes up either. You may see or hear things you don't understand. And you have to learn how to keep your intellect from interfering in the process, like trying to understand what's going on. As soon as you do that, you have switched back to the intellect and shut off the intuition again. Again, there are many books on how to do this. We are late in all of this, full disclosure is delayed, and it seems the deep state is having a ball trying to keep it all from happening. Why shouldn't they? It means their death. Fortunately, more and more people are waking up and adding more light to the collective, as well as the increase in energies doing the same. Implant Communications is becoming more specific in its tasks simply because of my inability to do it all. I've tried to make the website easier to serve, easier to find what you're looking for. I've added new sections which will be expanded upon. I also have put up a FAQs page for newbies with the questions I hear frequently asked. We try to reach you all, but following us will be a matter of doing the work from now on. We won't be so focused on the storm, important as it is for this earth, because there are people out there providing excellent intel, and I suggest Simon Parkes on his website. Also the Goldfish Report, and David Wilcock are always good sources of intel. However, they can't tell us everything. There's been a war on, now it is at street level, which is actually progress because before it was underground, and overhead in space, now it is being pursued at street level and by the GFL in Earth's atmosphere. Look at it this way, the closer this war gets to being in your face, the nearer it is to completion. This is a war on truth, and for that matter you should pick truthful sources and attempt to find your own truth. Thank you. Sheran.